This video is going to be an overview of what campaigns to use and when to use them. Not so much a navigating the library. We do have another video on that if you would like to check that out first. This will be more focused on those campaigns and where they fit in to your marketing process. Now, there's going to be three that I really focus on today. We do have many more types of campaigns, but the true ones that we typically lean on are going to be our lead generation, our prospect engagement, and our newsletters. So I'm going to start at the lead generation level and kind of work my way down in the process that we use them. So I'm going to hit on attract leads first, and you will see some sprinkling of other campaigns under this attract leads category, but anything titled with that lead generation is going to be what I'm referring to today. So with a lead generation campaign, I'll click into one here, you will have a layout of social posts, emails, widgets. Across the board is going to be a multi-channel campaign. We'll even blow this up a little bit so you can get a workflow here. Now in this, there's going to be a landing page where an individual can click through and take the action that we want. This is typically going to be a PDF download. So all these elements on the right-hand side are going to be directing to this landing page, and that's where we want the user to take the action. These campaigns as well will follow up automatically if the user takes the action that we want to download that PDF. So for example, this campaign is going to send an email right away saying thank you so much for downloading, and then follow-ups for 2 weeks in a row. So you're taken care of there. Lead generations are solely meant for prospects. There may be a reason here or there depending on how your client base is laid out that you can use them for clients, but typically we do say stay clear. Again, those are going to be multi-channel campaigns that are meant for prospects. Now, the question after those lead generations come in, and maybe you guys start to get some form submissions and things start to really work for you, there is a next step into the process, and that will be nurturing your prospects. So what we like to refer to those lead generations is going to be a little bit more of the top of the funnel campaigns. Those are to get users engaged with you and activated with you and start that process. Now we know marketing is a long game, so we have to be prepared for that game. So you might get some form submissions, but that doesn't mean that they're ready to knock on the door. We want to also make sure that we can give them the option to knock on the door. We don't want to just continue to send them lead generations to take that free content. Now that's great to build rapport there, but also every once in a while you have to put it out there of, hey, if you'd like to book a meeting, you absolutely can. So this is going to be where prospect engagements come into play. I'll also highlight these campaigns. So a little bit different here. We were only sticking to the email side with these campaigns, so no social posts there. There's going to be a longer series of emails, so 5 weeks of emails, and each email, the goal is to potentially book a call. So this one is going to be focused on retirement income and also how to deal with volatility. So simple campaign overall, but highly effective to get users through and take an action that has the meaning of booking a call behind it. So these are good to incorporate after you start to get a feel from those lead generations. Maybe your list is interacting with you a little bit more. You, of course, don't want to come out swinging with a ton of prospect engagement campaigns because that's a quick way to plummet your list and lose interest from every one of your contacts. So that will also be the prospect engagement. So not meant for clients, definitely there you already have those clients and you can kind of call upon them if you ever need to have a meeting with them. So that one is going to be solely for prospects. So the first two campaigns that I mentioned are on the prospect side. Now the last one that I'm going to go into today is the newsletters. So newsletters can work for everybody. And similar to the lead generation, they're more for engagement and keeping your list interacting with you across the board. So for example, I will click on this one and we'll go through that layout again really quick there. So in this layout, you're going to see it looks a little similar to that lead generation. This is also a multi-channel campaign where you have emails and social posts going out. Now these last for 4 weeks. So with all of these elements, social posts and emails, if somebody clicks on it, they're going to go to a landing page where they'll see a really beautiful newsletter. Our newsletters are designed to not be the classic market updates. We know that not everybody cares about that. That's why they hire you to make sure that you're keeping up to date with the markets. We want to make sure that we can resonate with them on a personal level. So a lot of our campaigns will be focused on those topics when it comes to newsletters. So with newsletters, they can work for everybody, both clients and prospects. That is up to you on how you want to manage. Some advisors only like sending them to clients. Some like sending them to both. Now, one final question that we always get, and I want to hit on before we head out today, is the when to use them. So recommendation is running a lead generation and a newsletter together at the same time. Now, this does not mean the same day. We want to make sure that we have separation there. So just as an example, we would launch out a newsletter on Tuesday. And then we would follow that up with scheduling out a lead generation on Tuesday. And then we would follow that up with a newsletter, say later in the week, Thursday or Friday. That means you have those social posts going out on a different day. And if you have prospects running on both of those lead generation and newsletter campaigns, you can have that separation in emails. You want to make sure that you're not oversending. And that gap is far enough in email world. So that's a really brief overview of the campaigns, really our core campaigns and how to use them. Now, with those prospect engagement campaigns, I do say sprinkle them in lightly. Again, don't come out swinging with a ton of prospect engagement campaigns. Run a couple months of some lead generation and then follow that up with a prospect engagement to see if you can get any activity there. Those do not have to run every single month. And as you start to get used to the platform, you will definitely have your own strategy when it comes to launching out campaigns. And again, navigating the library, there are a ton of other campaigns, single topic campaigns, which are great for everybody. And we continue to release these to make sure that you can just get something out that's interesting and maybe is very up to date and relevant at the moment. We also have our video campaigns. So feel free to explore that a little bit further. But those campaigns that we talked about today, lead generation, prospect engagement, and newsletter, are really going to be a lot of your staples moving forward.